Ogechi Anukam sat alone in her father's sitting room, staring at the glass table in front of her. Everything around her looked expensive. The chairs were soft and wide. The curtains were heavy. The floor shone like water. On the wall there were framed pictures of her father shaking hands with important people. Anyone who entered the house would think Ogechi had no reason to be sad. But that was the problem. People always looked at what surrounded her. They hardly looked at her. She was the only daughter of Chief Benson Anukam, a wealthy and respected man who was used to getting what he wanted. Chief Anukam loved his daughter, but his love often came with instructions.
Ogechi.
Yes, Daddy.
Ogechi, we must discuss your future. This is for the good of the family. The time has come to explain the arrangement. I have spoken with Chief Nwosu. His son is back. His name is Buma. I want you to meet him tomorrow. He is responsible, educated, from a good family. His father and I have known each other for years. This is not one of those boys who will waste your time.
Daddy, another blind date?
Don't say it like that.
But that is what it is.
It is a meeting.
A meeting with a man you want me to marry.
I want you to know him first.
I don't want to know him like this.
It is not about what you want. It is your duty. Ogechi, you are not a child. Marriage is not only about feelings. Family matters, character matters, background matters, future matters.
I know all that. But what about what I want?
You will thank me one day.
That is what you always say when you don't want to listen.
Before Chief Anukam could respond, Mama Ngozi entered the room. Mama Ngozi was Chief Anukam's elder sister. She lived in her own house, but she came around so often that everyone treated her like part of the household. She was loud, sharp-tongued, and always ready to advise people even when nobody asked her. She had heard enough from the corridor to know what was happening.
What is your problem again? Do you know how many women are praying for this kind of opportunity? You sit there with that tired face as if this is a burden. You must learn to be grateful. A young man from a good home wants to meet you, and you are squeezing your face as if they are sending you to prison.
Auntie, I said I don't want another arranged meeting.
Arranged meeting? In our time, some women did not even see the man until the wedding day. You people of nowadays want love to fall from the sky like rain.
Times have changed. We want to know the person we marry, to build love and understanding. I am not saying love should fall from the sky. I am only saying what I want to choose.
Choose? You think this is a game? And what have your choices brought you so far?
My daughter, pride is not good. You are beautiful, yes. Your father has money, yes. But time does not wait for any woman.
Auntie, I am not old.
Nobody said you are old. But a good offer does not knock forever.
Ogechi looked from her aunt to her father and felt the walls closing in. To them, she was lucky. To her, she was trapped.
I will go.
Chief Anukam relaxed a little. Mama Ngozi smiled as if she had won a battle. But Ogechi's voice was flat when she added,
I will meet him.
She did not say she would behave. She did not say she would give him a chance. And deep inside, she had already started thinking of how to make sure the meeting failed. That same evening, in another rich family house, Buma Nwosu was having almost the same argument. Buma was the only son of Chief Raymond Nwosu, a proud businessman who believed his family name should never be dragged into foolish choices. Buma was handsome, quiet, and serious-minded. He had grown up around money, but money had never made him feel free. It only made people expect more from him. He stood in his father's private sitting room, his hands in his pockets, his face tight with anger. Chief Nwosu sat in a large leather chair, watching him with tired eyes.
You will attend the meeting tomorrow. Daddy, I don't want this. You have not even met the girl. That is the point. I don't know her. You will know her when you meet her.
So because you and her father are friends, I should start looking at her as my future wife?
Watch your tone.
I am not trying to disrespect you, but I don't want to marry a woman chosen through business friendship.
His mother, Mrs. Nwosu, sat beside her husband. She was a neat and elegant woman who cared deeply about her family's image. She loved Boma, but she also believed a man from their kind of family had to marry wisely.
Boma, Ogechi Anukam is from a good home. Her father is respected. She is educated. What exactly is your problem?
My problem is that nobody is asking what I want.
All of you are saying the same thing these days. What I want, what I feel. What about what is wise? I want someone who will love me when there is no money attached. No family name, no business connection. Just me. My son, poverty is not a romantic movie.
Boma's jaw tightened.
Nobody is asking you to marry poverty. We are only asking you to meet a decent girl.
You are asking me to meet a girl because her father is useful to this family.
Enough.
Boma looked at both of them and felt the anger rising in his chest. They did not understand. Or maybe they understood and did not care. To them, Ogechi was a good choice. To him, she was a stranger already chosen for him.
I will go.
Mrs. Nwosu looked relieved. Chief Nwosu nodded once.
Good.
The house I built had walls of pride, and I named it protection, and I lived inside. My daughter came to me with a truth, and I almost lost her by losing you.
My son came home.
He had never met Ogechi Anukam, but he already disliked her. In his mind, she was one of those rich girls who smiled for cameras and looked down on people who had less. He did not know that at that same moment, Ogechi also disliked him without knowing his face. Both of them were being pushed toward the same table, and both of them were already planning to hate each other.
The mirror.
Later that night, Ogechi called her best friend. Amaka picked on the second ring.
Hey, it's
Amaka
me.
was Ogechi's closest friend from university. She was honest, calm, and not easily impressed by wealth.
What happened? Your voice already sounds like trouble.
My father has arranged another blind date.
Again? Yes, again. With who this time? Boma Nwosu, Chief Nwosu's son. I have heard the name. Rich family. Of course, they can never bring somebody ordinary. Ogechi. I'm tired, Amaka. I am tired of men coming around because of my father. I am tired of sitting across from strangers who already know my family account before they know my heart.
Told me I was the prettiest one.
They smile too much, they talk too sweetly. They act humble. But the moment they think they have a chance, they start talking about joining families, building empires, protecting legacy. Nobody asks if I am happy. So what do you want to do? I want this one to fail. How? I will go there dressed as a cleaner.
Amaka was silent.
Please tell me you are joking. I am serious. Ogechi, that is not a small thing. I know. You want to disguise yourself? Yes. As a cleaner? Yes. Why? Because I want to see him when he thinks I am nobody. Let him see me as a poor girl cleaning tables. If he insults me, I will know he's proud. If he ignores me, I will know he is like the rest. And if he is kind?
Ogechi paused. She had not allowed herself to think about that.
If he is kind, then your plan will become complicated. I don't care anymore. You should care. Lies don't stay small for long. I am not doing it to hurt anybody. That is what people always say before everything scatters. Amaka, I just want to know the truth for once. The truth does not always come through tricks. I know, but this is the only way I can think. Where will you get the uniform? So you're helping me. I am warning you while helping you. There is a difference.
For the first time that day, Ogechi laughed a little. The next afternoon, Amaka brought her a simple cleaner's uniform. It was not new, the shirt was faded, and the skirt was loose around the waist. Ogechi removed her earrings, bracelet, wristwatch, and necklace. She wiped off most of her makeup and tied her hair back simply.
I knew the moment I turned away that something honest had passed today. A face I had built for the world, slipping like silk that would never unfurl.
And I thought love was a fortress, brick by careful brick, but it was a window, careful and quick. And I thought love was the answer I practiced to say, but it was the question you asked me anyway. No more disguise, no.
When she looked at herself in the mirror, she almost did not recognize the woman staring back. There was no rich girl shine, no expensive perfume, no family name written on her face, just a young woman in a plain uniform, holding a small worn bag.
You look different. You can still change your mind, you know. Let Bomawosu come. Today I will know the kind of man he is.
But what Ogechi did not know was that Buma was also preparing his own disguise, and by the next day, two people who hated lies would walk into the same place wearing one. Buma did not sleep early that night. His father's words kept returning to him. Poverty is not a romantic movie. He was still angry, but he also knew one thing clearly.
He was still angry. But he also knew one thing very clearly. If he went to that blind date as himself, everybody would pretend.
So he picked up his phone and called Musa. Musa was Buma's personal assistant. He was loyal, funny without trying too hard, and always ready to help Buma, even when the help was stressful.
Oga Buma, why are you calling me this night? Hope no problem? There is a problem, and you will help me solve it.
Musa became quiet. Buma smiled a little.
Relax. Nobody died.
That your relax is what I don't trust, Oga.
Tomorrow, you will dress well and you will go for the blind date as me. Me? Pretend to be you? A billionaire son? Oga, even the way I drink water will expose me. My normal is not the same as your normal. My normal is managing life with wisdom. You only need to sit at the table, talk small, and observe the girl. What will you be doing? I will be there. Really? Yes, but not as myself, as one of the security men. Oga, this thing has passed normal stubbornness. I know it seems strange, but watching from a distance is the only way to see the full picture. I want to see her from a distance. If she is proud, she will show it when she thinks nobody important is watching.
And if she is actually nice?
Buma's face changed. He did not answer immediately. Then he said,
Rich girls are never nice when they think you are beneath them.
Oga, you have not met this one. I don't need to meet her to know the type. But you don't like when people judge you because of your money.
Buma looked away. Musa had said the truth, but Buma was not ready to accept it.
Just do what I asked. What should I wear? Something clean. I'll send a suit. Oga, please send shoe too. If I wear my own shoe, your family name will fall before I open my mouth.
Buma laughed again, but his mind was already on the next day. He wanted to test Ogechi. He did not know that Ogechi was also preparing to test him.
No more testing, just the truth of who I am. No more disguise, no more testing, just your hand inside my hand. We were never the names that we wore. We were.
The next evening, the hotel restaurant lounge was ready for the blind date. It was the kind of place rich people liked. The lights were soft, the chairs were wide, the tables had fresh flowers, quiet music played in the background. The staff moved around with careful smiles because they knew important guests were coming. At the entrance, Yakubu, the head security man, was arranging his men. Yakubu was a strong, middle-aged man with sharp eyes and a serious face. He had worked security for many years, and he believed that people always gave themselves away if you watched them long enough.
Stand well. Today is not the day to behave anyhow. Big people are coming. Yes, sir.
Just then, Bama arrived in a security uniform. He had borrowed it through one of Musa's contacts. The shirt fitted him too well, his boots were too clean. His haircut, his wristwatch, and the way he walked did not look like a new security man.
Hey, new officer, stop there. Yes, sir. You are the new man? Yes. Who sent you? Mr. Femi from admin. You don't look like security. How does security look? Too much confidence is not good for new staff. Go and stand near the restaurant entrance. Don't talk unless they talk to you. Yes, sir.
Something about the young man did not sit well with him, but he had other things to handle. A few minutes later, Musa arrived. He stepped out of a car wearing Bama's expensive suit. It fitted him, but he did not look comfortable inside it. He kept adjusting the sleeves and touching the collar as if the cloth was choking him. He whispered to himself,
Musa, today you are a billionaire. Don't disgrace yourself.
Good evening, sir. Reservation?
Yes, under Nwosu.
Right this way, Mr. Nwosu. Your guest has not arrived yet. Please sit, sir. Here is your table, sir.
Would you like something to drink while you wait, sir? Bring me this champagne, the one that rich people drink. Sir, this is sparkling water. Yes. I know, I was testing you.
Across the room, Bama saw him and almost laughed. Musa was already sweating. At the back entrance of the hotel, Ogechi arrived dressed as a cleaner.
Are you the new evening shift cleaner?
Yes, Ma.
You are late.
Sorry, Ma.
Don't sorry me. Take that mop and clean near the reserved area. And don't stand around looking confused. You will start in the main lounge. Clear used glasses. Wipe spilled drinks. Do not disturb guests. Speak only when spoken to. New girl, better walk fast. This place is not for slow people.
Ogechi said nothing. He had come to play a role, but the sharp way they spoke to her touched something inside her. These people did not know her. They did not know her father. They did not know the house she came from, and because of that, their kindness disappeared. She moved toward the restaurant, pushing a small cleaning bucket. At the reserved table, Musa was still acting like a man who had watched rich people only from afar and was now trying to copy them. He sat with one leg crossed too high. He lifted his glass slowly. He nodded at people who were not looking at him. Ogechi noticed him. The suit, the table, the nervous pride. She assumed he was Nwosu. She lowered her head and began cleaning close enough to observe him. Just then, a man passing by bumped into her shoulder. The water in her bucket shook and the mop touched his shoe. The man stopped sharply.
Are you blind?
I'm sorry, sir. You bumped into me.
So now I am the one at fault.
No, sir. I only meant...
Keep quiet. People like you don't know your place. They will bring anybody to work in a place like this.
Bama saw everything from where he stood. He waited for a second, hoping the man would stop. But the man continued.
Look at my shoe. Do you know how much it cost?
Sir, she apologized. And she did not bump into you. You walked into her.
Who asked you?
Nobody. But she did nothing wrong.
Ordinary security. You people like interfering in what does not concern you. It concerns me if someone is being blamed unfairly. Do you know who I am? No, sir. Then be careful. You too, sir.
For a moment, it looked as if the man would shout more, but people were beginning to look. He hissed, adjusted his jacket, and stormed off. Ogechi stood still, holding the mop. She looked at Bummer. He had defended her without knowing her, without knowing she had money, without knowing she was the woman everyone was waiting for.
Thank you.
You don't have to thank me for saying the truth.
The words were simple, but they entered her heart. For a few seconds, they only looked at each other.
I met you in a borrowed name, wearing someone else's careful frame. You looked at me, I looked at you.
Ogechi looked away first and returned to cleaning. Bummer went back to his post, but his eyes followed her once before he caught himself. At the reserved table, Musa was still waiting for Ogechi Anukam. He did not know she was the cleaner who had just walked past him. Then Kemi entered the lounge. Kemi was Ogechi's cousin. She was beautiful, stylish, and always dressed like she wanted people to notice her. She smiled easily, but behind the smile was jealousy she had carried for years. In the family, everyone talked about Ogechi, Ogechi's beauty, Ogechi's future, Ogechi's father's wealth. Kemi hated how invisible that made her feel. She had heard about the blind date and decided to come and see Bumanwosu for herself. When Musa saw her walking toward the reserved area, he sat up. Her dress was flashy, her hair was neat, her bag looked expensive. To Musa, this had to be Ogechi. Kemi saw him at the table and smiled. The suit, the reserved table, the way the staff treated him, she believed he was Bummer.
Good evening.
Good evening. Please sit. I am here.
I know.
Really?
Of course.
Kemi studied him. He did not look as polished as she expected, but money hid many things. Some rich men like to act simple.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting.
No. Waiting is part of life.
Kemi paused.
I mean, no problem.
From a short distance, Ogechi was cleaning near another table, but her ears were open. Kemi leaned forward.
I am close to Ogechi.
Musa nodded, believing she was speaking about herself in a strange way.
Very close?
Very close. So let me just tell you the truth. Ogechi can be difficult. She is used to having her way. She is spoiled too.
You were dressed in a borrowed.
She is not too bad, but she is proud. Too protected. Too stubborn.
Musa, trying to sound like a rich man who knew his worth, leaned back.
I don't like women who are too difficult.
A man like you needs peace.
Yes, peace is important. I cannot be chasing a woman up and down. If she wants me, fine. If she doesn't want me, fine. I have many options.
Ogechi heard enough. Her chest tightened, but not with pain, with satisfaction. So this was Bumanwosu. Proud, shallow, full of himself. She had been right. Her plan was working. She bent down, wrung the cloth, and continued cleaning as if she had not heard anything. But near the entrance, the real Bummer was watching her. He saw the way she lowered her face after hearing Musa speak. He wondered why the cleaner looked hurt by a conversation that had nothing to do with her. Musa kept talking at the table, pretending to be a man he was not. Kemi kept smiling, pretending to be helpful while poisoning Ogechi's name. Ogechi kept cleaning, believing she had already seen Bummer's true character. And Bummer stood in a security uniform, believing he was the only one watching from behind a disguise. None of them knew the truth yet. The blind date ended without anyone understanding what had truly happened.
You have done enough for today. You can go. Drop the mop and bucket on your way out.
Yes, Ma. Thank you.
She picked up her small bag and walked out through the staff area. Her mind was busy. She had seen enough, or at least she thought she had. The man at the reserved table was proud. He had spoken as if women were waiting in line for him. He had listened while Kemi insulted her and had not defended her. To Ogechi, the date had failed exactly the way she wanted. But one thing disturbed her: the security guard. She was still thinking about him when her slipper suddenly cut.
Ouch.
Her foot slipped on the smooth floor near the back exit, and she lost her balance. Before she could fall, someone caught her. Strong hands held her by the arms and pulled her back. Ogechi looked up. It was the security guard. For a short moment, neither of them spoke.
She had everything, and she pretended she had nothing. He had everything, and he pretended he was no one. And in the lie they...
Sorry, are you hurt?
No, my slipper just cut.
You can't walk far with this.
I will manage.
People always say that when they don't have a better option.
Neither of us said what was true.
I knew the moment I turned away that something honest had passed today.
Try it now.
For the world, slipping like
It's okay.
Good. Love was a fortress, brick by careful brick, but it was a window, careful and quick. And I thought love was the answer.
What is your name?
Chioma.
It was the first name that came to her mind.
Nice to meet you, Chioma.
And you?
My name is Bumma. Security.
Do you like the job?
It teaches me something.
What?
How people behave when they think you are invisible. When they think you are of no use to them. When they think you have nothing to give.
People also behave differently when they think you have nothing. This work gives you a lot of time to think about people.
You're right.
I should go.
Will you be fine?
Yes.
She started walking away carefully. Bummer watched her until she left the staff gate. He did not know why, but he kept thinking about her. There was something about Chioma. That night, Chief Benson Anukum heard that the blind date had not gone well. He sat in his sitting room with his phone in his hand, his face tight with embarrassment. Chief Nwosu had called him, and the conversation had been uncomfortable.
House I built had walls of pride, and I named it.
What happened today?
I met him.
And?
He is not serious.
What do you mean?
He spoke as if women were begging him. He didn't look like someone ready for anything meaningful.
And I almost lost her by losing you.
Ogechi, did you go there with an open mind?
Daddy, you asked me to meet him. I did.
Did you behave well?
So if the date failed, it must be my fault?
I know you. When you don't want something, you can make it fail without raising your voice.
Ogechi looked away. He was not completely wrong, and that made it harder to answer.
I have told you what I saw.
This is embarrassing.
I am sorry you are embarrassed, but I cannot marry a proud man because you and his father are friends.
And I said no without asking what was real. Then he sat me down and
In Chief Nwosu's house, Bummer was also facing his parents. Chief Nwosu was angry. Mrs. Nwosu sat beside him, looking worried.
You did not meet the girl well.
I met enough.
What does that mean?
It means the date confirmed what I already knew. Arranged marriage is nonsense.
Don't speak like a child.
I don't want this.
You think marriage is only about what you want?
No. But I should at least have a choice. I am not a child.
Bumma, Ogechi is from a good family.
That is all everybody keeps saying. Good family, good background, good name. What about the person herself?
You will meet her again. Again? Yes. This time no hotel, no confusion. We will arrange it in one of the houses. Both families will be present.
So instead of ending it, you people want to make it stronger?
You are my son. You will not embarrass me.
And we thought we knew what was best for them. But the best.
Two families, two arguments, two stubborn fathers. But underneath the anger, both of them were thinking about someone else.
Just the truth of who I am. No more disguise, no more testing. Just your hand inside my hand. We were never the name.
But underneath their anger, both of them were thinking about someone else. Ogechi kept remembering the kind security guard who had caught her before she fell. Bummer kept remembering the quiet cleaner who had thanked him with tired eyes.
That we were always the ones underneath. No more disguise.
Hello? How did the blind date go? It failed. That should make you happy. It does. But I met someone there. Who? A security guard. Ogechi. Don't say my name like that. What happened? He helped me twice. First when one rude guest insulted me, then later when my slipper cut and I almost fell.
Amaka was quiet.
He didn't know me. He didn't know my father. He just helped. And now you want to see him again.
Ogechi did not answer.
You are becoming involved in your own lie. I just want to thank him. You already thanked him. I want to thank him again. Ogechi. What? You don't believe yourself, so why should I believe you? I don't know what this is. I just know he felt honest. Then don't play with him. I won't. But you are already lying to him.
That stayed with Ogechi.
You were the cleaner, I was the guard. Two kingdoms with the gates locked hard.
Still, by the next afternoon, she dressed simply and went back.
I met you in a borrowed name, wearing someone else's careful frame. You looked at me, I looked at you. Neither of us said what was true.
You came back,
I was passing.
passing through a hotel staff gate?
Fine. I came to see you.
That sounds better.
They walked away from the busy entrance and stood near a quiet side road. For the first time, they spoke without rushing.
Tell me about you.
I live with family. It's complicated.
Mine too.
What is complicated about your family?
They have plans for my life.
That sounds familiar.
What about yours?
They believe love should obey instruction.
Bummer laughed too. They were both telling the truth, but not the whole truth. That was what made it strange. They understood each other through lies.
Knew the moment I turned away that something honest had passed today. A face I had built for the world, slipping like silk that would never unfurl.
And I thought love was.
It was just a simple drink, but it touched her more than she expected. Men had bought her expensive dinners before, flowers, jewelry, gifts she did not ask for, but many of those things had felt like payment for her attention. This one felt different.
Thank you.
You like thanking people too much.
And you like acting like good things are nothing.
Maybe.
They sat on a low concrete edge near the vendor's shade. For a while, everything felt easy. Then Bummer decided to test her. He wanted to know if Kiyoma was truly kind or only polite.
You look worried. Are you okay?
My mother has not been too well.
What happened?
Nothing too serious. But there are hospital bills. That is why I work hard. Even if people look down on the job, I don't mind. A man has to do what he can for his family.
That must be hard.
It is life.
Please take this. It may not solve everything, but it can help a little.
No.
Why?
I didn't tell you because I wanted money. Besides, you must be struggling yourself.
I know.
I am a man. I will figure things out.
That does not mean you cannot accept help.
I know. But we are just talking as friends. I want to tell you something personal about me.
Ogechi slowly lowered her hand. She had also been watching him. She wanted to know if he would grab the money, if he would become greedy, if he would start acting entitled because she showed concern. He did not. That made her respect him more.
But thank you.
For what? You didn't even take the money?
For not making me feel small.
You are not small.
Neither of them knew what to do with the silence that followed.
It was a fortress brick by careful brick, but it was a window, careful and quick. And I thought love was the answer I practiced to say, but it was the question you asked me anyway.
No more disguise, no more test.
After that afternoon with Bummer, Ogechi returned home with a quieter heart. Nothing big had happened. They had only talked and shared simple drinks by the roadside. But for the first time in a long while, she felt seen without being studied. She did not know that someone had seen her too. Kemi had been passing in a car when she noticed Ogechi near the roadside vendor. At first, she thought her eyes were deceiving her. Ogechi Anukam, dressed simply, sitting beside the same security guard from the hotel. Kemi's eyes narrowed. She did not understand everything yet, but she understood enough to know there was a secret. The next day, Femi Adewale visited Chief Anukam. Femi was the son of a wealthy family and one of the men who had been trying to get close to Ogechi for a long time. He was handsome, well-dressed, and smooth with words. In front of elders, he knew how to lower his voice and appear respectful. But Ogechi had always felt something controlling beneath his smile. Chief Anukam received him warmly in the sitting room.
Femi, my son, it has been a while.
Good afternoon, sir. I hope you are well.
I am managing. Sit down.
I came to greet you, sir. And also to check on Ogechi. I heard she has not been herself lately.
Ogechi has become difficult.
She is young, sir. Sometimes young people don't know what is good for them until it is gone. Sir, I don't want to speak too much, but I respect your family. I respect Ogechi. I have always admired her. If she gives me the chance, I will treat her well.
Chief Anukam listened. Femi was saying exactly the kind of things a father wanted to hear. A few minutes later, Ogechi entered the sitting room.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Good afternoon.
Ogechi, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
I will leave you two to talk.
Ogechi wanted to object, but her father was already walking away. Once they were alone, Femi's smile reduced.
You have been avoiding me.
I have not been avoiding you. I'm just not interested.
You say things too carelessly.
I say them clearly.
Do you know how your father feels? You are embarrassing him by rejecting good men.
A man is not good because he says he is.
I have waited for you.
I never asked you to wait.
One day, Ogechi, you will realize that not every man will stand around waiting for you to make up your mind.
That will be a peaceful day for both of us.
You think you can talk to people anyhow because of who your father is.
No. I talk to you like this because you don't listen when I speak gently.
I am the smile behind the smile. I am the door behind the door. I am the hand that's always reaching toward the thing that you're not watching for. Trust me, dear, I'm one of your own from a
Femi,
Kemimi,
you look angry.
Your cousin has a sharp mouth.
I saw something yesterday. I saw Ogechi with a security guard. A poor security guard. I have seen him before, the day of the blind date. I noticed him then. Yesterday I saw her sitting with him by the roadside, laughing like they were close.
you are sure?
I know my cousin. She was dressed simply, but it was her.
Femi looked back at the house. For the first time since Ogechi rejected him, his face relaxed. Now he had something. If Ogechi wanted to disgrace him, he would disgrace her first. At the Nwosu house, Mrs. Nwosu had also started noticing changes in Bummer. He was no longer always angry. He smiled at his phone sometimes, then quickly hid the smile when anyone entered. He went out without explaining much. Even Chief Nwosu noticed, but Mrs. Nwosu was the one who decided to find out. She called Musa to the house one afternoon. Musa came in looking nervous as usual.
Good afternoon, Ma.
Musa, you work with my son. You know where he goes.
Sometimes, Ma.
Is Boma seeing someone?
Seeing someone?
Yes, a woman.
Ma, you know young men can have friends.
Don't play with me.
I am not playing, Ma.
Who is she?
Musa looked around as if the chairs would help him.
I don't know her like that.
So there is someone.
Musa closed his eyes briefly. He had already failed.
Who is she?
She's just one girl from the hotel.
What kind of girl? Answer me.
She was dressed like a cleaner that day. But she is calm, very respectful.
A cleaner?
Musa regretted everything at once.
No, Ma, I mean, maybe she works there. I don't know the full story.
My son is moving around with a cleaner?
Ma, I did not say moving around like that.
But it was too late.
And we thought we could write their stories for them. But the story was waiting for us
That evening, Mrs. Nwosu confronted Bummer.
to turn.
The quiet they had earned.
Boma.
Yes, Mom.
Who is the girl?
What girl?
The cleaner. So it is true.
Who told you that?
That is not the point. You cannot bring shame to this family because of stubbornness.
Shame?
Yes, you are refusing Ogechi Anukam, a girl from a good family, only to follow a cleaner around?
You don't even know her.
I know enough.
No, you don't.
Boma, there are levels in life.
Do poor people not have hearts? Because she is a cleaner, she cannot be kind. She cannot be decent. She cannot be loved.
You are speaking like a man who has lost sense.
No, Mom. I am speaking like someone who is tired of people judging others by what they wear.
For the woman who watched us choose each other at the corn stand when we were.
At the Anukam house, the rumor reached Chief Anukam faster than Ogechi expected. Kemi had whispered enough. Femi had added his own meaning to it. By evening, Chief Anukam called Ogechi into his study.
Young.
We will listen, we'll
Sit down.
we will learn, we will respect.
I heard something today. Is it true you have been seen with a security guard?
Who told you that?
That is not what I asked.
I have spoken to someone who works security. That is all.
That is all?
Daddy, a person's job does not determine their worth.
Don't start that talk with me.
It is the truth.
You are a rich girl romanticizing poverty. Girls who do that always regret it.
And rich men who control their daughters also lose them.
For a moment, she regretted saying it so sharply, but she did not take it back. He looked at her like he wanted to speak, but no gentle words came.
Leave.
We will free them, we will turn. The quiet
After that day, the house became colder between them. They still greeted each other, but the warmth had reduced.
The house I built had walls of pride, and I named it protection, and I lived inside.
A few days later, Ogechi met Bummer again as Kioma. This time, they walked along a quiet road after buying roasted corn from a woman by the roadside.
Nice evening for a walk.
It is so peaceful.
The corn is good. You are thinking too much today.
My family is becoming difficult
Because of you?
because of what they want for me.
I understand.
Do you?
Yes.
My family loves the idea of me more than me sometimes. They love the daughter they can present to people. The one who smiles, obeys, marries well, and makes them proud of me.
I understand more than you think. People also want me for what my family owns.
Your family owns something?
He realized his mistake. For a second, he lost his ease. Then he covered it with a small laugh.
I mean, I have walked around rich people long enough to know how they behave. Their children talk. Their friends talk. You hear many things when they think you're not listening.
Ogechi watched him. The answer made sense, but something about him still felt different. He spoke too well. He carried himself too calmly. He did not act like a man who had always been pushed around. But she pushed the thought aside. Maybe she was overthinking. Bummer also noticed things about her. She was too careful with where she allowed him to follow her. She avoided certain roads. She never spoke clearly about where she lived.
I can walk you further.
No, I am fine from here.
Are you sure?
Yes,
You always stop me here.
because I can find my way from here.
All right, get home safe.
I will.
I met you in a
Bummer,
Yes?
thank you for today.
And thank you too.
Bummer watched her go until she disappeared around the corner. From the other side of the road, Musa had seen everything. He had been sent by Bummer earlier to buy something, but he had stopped when he saw his boss with Kioma again. At first, he only shook his head and smiled. His boss was falling in love, whether he admitted it or not. But later that same day, Musa saw something that removed the smile from his face. He had gone to deliver a document near the Anukam house.
borrowed name, wearing someone else's careful frame. You looked at me, I looked at you. Neither of us said what was true.
I knew the
This one is not ordinary trouble. I think my eyes are deceiving me.
He rushed back to Bummer. Bummer was in his room when Musa entered without waiting to be called.
Oga, what is wrong with you? Oga, that girl I've been seeing you with, what about her? She may not be just a poor cleaner. I saw her today, dressed like a rich woman, entering Chief Anukam's house. Musa, don't start with your jokes. I am serious. You saw somebody that looked like her. No, Oga. I know what I saw. I have seen you and the cleaner together many times. I have picked you up from that hotel. I have watched her face. The girl I saw today is the same person.
Bummer's
No.
face changed. For a moment he could not speak. Then he shook his head.
No. Oga, I said no. What if Chioma is Ogechi Anukam?
The name entered the room like a slap. Bummer looked away. His first feeling was anger, then confusion, then hurt. Had she been playing with him? Had she dressed as a cleaner to test him? Had every soft word between them been part of a game? But almost immediately, another thought came. He too was lying. He had worn a security uniform. He had allowed her to believe he was ordinary. He had tested her kindness with a fake story about his mother's hospital bill. So what right did he have to feel betrayed? Still it hurt. Because his feelings were no longer fake. Musa watched him carefully.
What will you do? I should ask her, but I won't confront her yet. Why? Because if it is true, I want to know why she lied. And your own lie, I am only asking.
That night he sat alone for a long time with his phone in his hand. Kiyoma's number was on the screen. Or maybe Ogechi's number. He did not know anymore. For the first time since they met, he wanted to call her and did not know what to say. The lie between them had started as a game. Now it had become a wound.
I knew the moment I turned away that something honest had passed today, a face I had built for the world.
That night, Ogechi also could not sleep. She sat on her bed with her phone beside her, staring at Bama's number. She wanted to call him. She wanted to hear his voice. But every time her finger moved close to the screen, fear stopped her.
Slipping like silk that would never unfurl.
And I thought love was a fortress, brick by careful brick, but it was a window, careful and quick. And I thought love was the answer I practiced to say, but it was the question you asked me anyway.
No more disguise, no more testing, just the truth of who I am. No more disguise.
The next morning, Amaka came to see her. One look at Ogechi's face was enough.
You have not told him. Not yet. Ogechi, this lie has gone too far. I know. No, I don't think you know. This is no longer about testing him. You like him now. If you truly like Boma, tell him the truth. I am afraid. Afraid of what? I'm afraid that once he knows I'm rich, he will change. Or leave. Or start acting like all the others. And if he finds out from someone else, that will be worse. Love cannot survive if it is built on lies.
No more testing, just your hand inside my hand. We were never the names that we wore. We were always the ones underneath. No more
Her heart kept telling her to confess. Her fear kept telling her to wait one more day. So she waited. That one delay was all Kemi and Femi needed. Kemi had been watching Ogechi more closely since the day she saw her with Bama. She started asking questions around the hotel, smiling at staff and pretending she was only curious. Before long, she found someone who remembered the new cleaner who had worked near the reserved table on the day of the blind date. One cleaner even had a picture from that day, taken by chance in the staff area.
The mirror told me I was the prettiest one. The mirror told me I had already won. The mirror told me she was lucky to have me near, because nobody noticed her when I appeared. I held her hand at the family parties. I smiled in every photograph, but I counted every compliment they gave her, and I wanted to break it in half, because I was supposed to be.
Kemi saved the picture on her phone. Then she called Femi. They met later that evening.
With the rich young man who saved the day. I was supposed to be the careful soft prize, and she was supposed to look away. But the mirror that told me I was winning was the mirror that lied to me, and the smile that I wore at her engagement.
So it is true.
I told you.
Chief Anukam's daughter dressed like a cleaner. Wonderful.
Wanted her to feel less.
What do you want to do with it?
What do you think?
Expose her?
At the right time.
Take him before he was hers.
Femi, I only want people to know she is not as perfect as they think.
And they will know.
But his mind was already going farther than hers. He wanted Chief Anukam to feel ashamed. He wanted Ogechi to regret rejecting him. And if Bama's family rejected her after the disgrace, even better. Kemi was acting from jealousy. Femi was acting from pride and greed. Both of them believed public disgrace would break Ogechi. The chance came sooner than expected. Chief Anukam and Chief Nwosu agreed to hold a formal family dinner. It was not an engagement, but it looked close enough to one. Both families would meet, eat, and settle the embarrassment from the failed blind date. Chief Anukam wanted to repair the damage.
She had everything, and she pretended she had nothing. He had.
My daughter, today behave well. No squeezing of face, no sharp mouth.
Chief Nwosu, welcome. Thank you, Chief Anukam.
Mrs. Nwosu, it's so good to see you. And you, Mama Ngozi.
Then Bama entered. He was dressed like the man everyone had expected at the first date. Clean, handsome, confident, the son of a wealthy family. Ogechi saw him and stopped breathing for a moment. The room seemed to go quiet around her. It was him, the security guard. Bama. Her Bama. But not a security guard. Bama Nwosu, the man she had been avoiding from the beginning. Boma saw her at the same time. Even though Musa had warned him, seeing her standing there as Ogechi Anukam still shook him. She was no longer Chioma in simple clothes. They stared at each other. Neither of them moved. Neither of them spoke. There were too many people in the room, so their eyes had to say everything. Ogechi's eyes asked, "You?" Bama's eyes answered, "You too?" Chief Anukam noticed the silence.
Ogechi, come and greet our guests.
Too loud. They laugh too loud. When the waiter.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I followed home. That's the part I followed home. That was the part that was real. Not the dress, not the name, not the address you gave, not the family, not the title, not the world you saved. Just a small, small thing you said when you thought that.
Before either of them could find a way to speak alone, Femi arrived. Chief Anukam frowned slightly when he saw him, but Femi greeted everyone with respect.
I hope I am not too late, sir. You are welcome.
Kemi entered shortly after him. Ogechi saw both of them and felt uneasy. Dinner had not even started when Femi stood up.
Chief Anukam, forgive me, sir. I know this is not my place, but there is something I believe both families should know. What is it? Ogechi has not been honest with anyone.
Femi, don't.
This is your daughter at the hotel on the day of the blind date, dressed as a cleaner.
You were the cleaner, I was the guard. Two kingdoms with the gates locked hard. But the part.
Ogechi?
It is true. I saw her too. She went there dressed like a cleaner. She was watching the whole thing.
What kind of childish behavior is this?
Ogechi's throat felt dry.
Ogechi, you have disgraced us.
You dressed as a cleaner to mock this family?
No, Daddy,
She wanted to test everybody. She wanted to act noble while being fake.
Bama stepped forward.
Enough.
Femi turned to him.
You should not defend her too quickly. What does that mean?
Kemi looked at Musa, who had slowly started moving backward.
He is defending her because she is not the only one pretending.
Musa?
That man sat at the reserve table pretending to be Buma.
Is this true, real? Oga, I am sorry. Boma? Yes, Daddy.
We arranged a date and you decided to make it a joke?
Yes. Because you left me no other choice. So your son also came to deceive my family? And your daughter dressed like staff to disgrace mine?
No one disgraced anyone more than these children disgraced themselves.
Ogechi stood in the middle of it all, ashamed and angry and hurt. Bama looked at her, but she could not hold his eyes. The truth was out now. They were no longer just two people pushed by their families. They had lied too. Chief Anukam's voice cut through the noise.
Everybody should stop.
He looked at Ogechi.
Go outside.
Ogechi did not argue. Bama followed before anyone could stop him.
I knew the moment I turned away that something honest had passed today. A face I had built for the world, slipping like silk that would never unfurl.
And I thought love was a fortress.
Why did you lie to me?
You are asking me that?
Yes,
Why did you lie to me?
I wanted to be free. To know who I am without the name and the money.
And I wanted to know if you would respect ordinary people.
You judged me before you knew me.
You tested me like an experiment.
You let me believe you were poor.
You let me believe you were poor too.
I was afraid.
So was I.
Afraid of what?
Of meeting another rich girl who would look down on people like they were nothing.
You didn't even give me a chance.
And you did?
The silence between them became heavy. Both of them were angry. Both of them were hurt. Both of them were guilty. Bama's voice softened first.
I met you in disguise. But what I felt was Noik.
Just brick by careful brick, but it was a window, careful and quick.
Maybe the feeling was real, but the foundation was a lie.
I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to believe.
I am no more disguise, no
No, I can't talk now.
more testing. Just your hand inside my hand. We were never the names that we wore. We were always the ones underneath. No more disguise. No.
You were the cleaner.
The next morning, nobody in Ogechi's house spoke freely. The dinner had ended badly. People left with tight faces and forced goodbyes. By morning, the story had already started moving from one mouth to another. Chief Anukam was angry. He sat in his study, refusing breakfast.
Benson, this thing is shameful. People will start talking. The phone has not stopped this morning.
The house I built had walls of pride, and I named it protection, and I lived inside. My daughter came to me.
You made a fool of us. You, a billionaire heiress, dressed as a cleaner, in public, because of a man your father asked you to meet.
Daddy, I did not do it to disgrace you.
But you disgraced me. And Boma too. His own behavior was not better. He sent his assistant to sit in his place. What kind of family are we joining ourselves with?
Ogechi wanted to defend Bama, but she stopped herself. She had no strength for another fight.
And we thought we knew what was best for them, but the best was waiting for us to.
At the Nwosu house, Chief Nwosu was saying almost the same thing.
Ogechi's behavior was uncalled for. No matter what she felt, she had no right to turn the whole thing into a game. And you think you're innocent? You wore a security uniform and made your assistant pretend to be you. Do you know how foolish that sounds? This marriage arrangement should end. Clearly, both of you are not serious.
Let it end before more embarrassment comes.
Fired off two hearts who had finally listened to each and to all. And we visited the
Femi saw the opening and stepped in. He visited Chief Anukam 2 days later, dressed neatly and carrying himself like a man coming to rescue a situation.
Sir, I am sorry about what happened. Thank you.
Ogechi is a good woman, but she needs someone mature beside her. Someone who will protect her image, not add to the embarrassment. Sir, I care about her. I care about your family name too. If she gives me a chance, I will not allow people to laugh at her.
For the woman who watched us choose each other, at the corn stand when we were young.
Kemi supported him quietly.
Ogechi needs someone who would bring her back to sense.
Auntie, Femi is serious. He is stable. He is from a good family.
All of it reached Ogechi. She felt more trapped than before. First, her father had pushed her toward Bummer. Now, because of the shame, Femi was being presented like the better answer. But Ogechi knew Femi. He did not love her. He wanted to own the version of her that would make him look powerful. Bummer also faced his own pressure. His mother came to his room one evening and found him sitting in silence.
Forget her.
Mom,
I am serious. That girl brought embarrassment. You two made mistakes, but at least now you have seen that this whole thing is not worth it. You are young. You will meet someone else.
I love her. And more importantly, I am tired of you and Dad telling me what to do.
We care about you.
I tried to forget her before I even knew her real identity. It did not work.
Bummer stood and walked to the window. He had every reason to be angry at Ogechi, but he could not stop thinking about her. Not Ogechi standing in the room in fine clothes, Kyoma sitting beside him by the roadside, offering help without making him feel small.
You dressed for the gala night. I have loved you with a careful, soft truth I was hiding, and the careful, soft truth I finally got right.
And I have loved you when you had nothing. And I have loved you with everything we own. I have loved you in the careful, soft house we built and in the careful, soft hotel.
Ogechi, meanwhile, was trying to understand how Femi and Kemi had gotten the picture. Amaka came to see her and listened as Ogechi explained everything.
Femi knew. He planned all this to expose you at that dinner before you had the chance to come clean. Femi and Kemi too. They planned it. I know he is up to something else. How do I prove it? Start from the hotel, where everything began. Then we start from the hotel.
They went back quietly, not as rich girl and friend, but as two women looking for the truth. Amaka spoke to one of the cleaners Ogechi had met that day. The woman was nervous at first, but after some gentle questions, she admitted that Kemi had come asking about the new cleaner from the blind date.
Sister, we are not here for trouble. We only want to ask you something. You were not wrong to take the picture. I only want to know who paid for it. She said the girl was her cousin and she wanted to check something. Did she come alone? No. She came once alone. Later I saw her outside with one man. What man? Light brown skin, clean haircut. He was wearing a navy suit.
And choose me in the back for a life. Boma, my husband, Ogechi, my wife. Choose me every morning, and nothing else. A careful, soft world will never take that choice away.
Ogechi, I heard Femi's been asking about your father's business. Femi? My uncle's office is on the same floor as Femi's. He says Femi has been asking around about your father's contracts. He wanted to know what marriage into your family could give him. So that's why he has been patronizing my father. Yes, he wanted to use the marriage. He wanted access and control.
Ogechi felt foolish, not because she had trusted Femi, she never had, but because her father was beginning to listen to him. That evening, Ogechi confronted Kemi. Kemi was in the guest sitting room scrolling through her phone when Ogechi walked in.
We need to talk. About what? About you and Femi. I don't know what you mean. Why you are working with Femi against your own cousin. You're asking me why? Because I want to know. Because everybody acts like you are the only daughter in this family. Ogechi is beautiful. Ogechi is special. Ogechi must marry well. Ogechi must be protected. You have everything and still you act unhappy. You go about dressing poor, acting poor, pretending to live poor, when many people are praying to have your life. Do you know how annoying it is? You reject good things like they are nothing. I never knew you were carrying all of that. You think money removes loneliness? It does not. It gives comfort, it gives choices. I know that. I am not blind to it. But it does not make people see you. Sometimes it makes them see everything except you. I did wrong by lying. I know that. But you did not expose me because you cared. You wanted me to humiliate me. I was jealous.
The mirror told me she was lucky to have me near because nobody
I know. I am sorry. I hear you.
It was not full forgiveness.
It was not full forgiveness yet, but it was a beginning. At the Nwosu house, Bama was facing his own truth. Musa had kept quiet for days, but he finally spoke when he found Bama staring at nothing in his office.
What? You are angry with her. She lied. Yes. She made me look like a fool. Sir, no vex, but you also hid your real identity. You wanted her to be honest, but you two did not come honest. You judged her before you knew her. She judged you too. Both of you made the same mistake from different sides. You are enjoying this honesty too much. Small, sir.
Bama sighed. But Musa was right. He had assumed Ogechi would be proud because she was rich. He had disguised himself to test her. He had even created a false story about his mother's hospital bill just to see how she would react. What made his lie better than hers? Nothing. If he wanted her back, pride would not help him. He had to go as himself. Ogechi was also learning the same lesson, but hers came with tears. She sat with Amaka in her room late that evening.
I ruined it. You made a mistake. That is not the same as ruining everything. I lied and kept waiting to tell the truth until someone else did it for me. Yes, but now you know. Some people will hurt you. That is true. Some people will come close because of money. But you cannot build your whole life around suspicion. Fear can protect you for a while. But if you keep living inside it, it becomes a prison.
Ogechi cried harder because she knew it was true. She had almost lost the first man who had seen her heart clearly. And the worst part was that he had seen it while she was pretending to be someone else.
She had everything, and she pretended she had nothing. He had everything, and he pretended he was no.
2 days later, Bama came to the Anukam house.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. Sir, I came to apologize. For what exactly?
For everything. For disrespecting your family. For lying and judging your daughter before I even met her.
Ogechi looked at him. Bama turned to her, but he did not move closer.
And I came to apologize to Ogechi too.
I was wrong to judge you before knowing you. I assumed you would be proud because of your family. I thought I was being wise, but I was only being unfair. The woman I met when she was dressed as a cleaner showed me more honesty than many people I have met in luxury. She listened to me. She respected me. She offered help without making me feel small. I know we both lied. I know I hurt you too. But what I felt was real. I love you, Ogechi. but I will not force you. I will not ask your father to push you. I only came to say the truth as myself.
The room was silent. Even Mama Ngozi had no quick words. Chief Anukam looked at Bama for a long moment. He had expected excuses, maybe pride, maybe blame. But Bama had brought humility. For the first time, Chief Anukam saw him clearly.
Both of you behaved foolishly.
Yes, sir.
Maybe our choice was not wrong from the beginning. Maybe the problem was that all of us became proud along the way. We were also wrong for forcing things between two strangers. He judged, you tested. Everybody wanted to be right. If there is anything that can continue from here, it will not be by force, it will be by choice.
That is all I want, sir.
Ogechi looked at him, and for the first time since the exposure, there was no anger in her eyes, only pain, and something else that had not died. Bama had come without disguise. Now the choice was hers. Ogechi stood quietly after Bama finished speaking. For a few seconds, nobody in the sitting room said anything. Chief Anukam watched his daughter. Mama Ngozi sat still for once. Ogechi looked at her father first.
I know you love me. But everyone has been making decisions for me for too long. I am your daughter, not part of your business.
The words were not harsh, but they entered him deeply. Ogechi turned to Bama.
And you? I am sorry. I lied to you. That was wrong.
I lied too.
And that is why we deserve each other. I love you, Boma. I don't want to pretend that I don't. But love cannot survive without trust.
I understand. I am willing to earn your trust again. Slowly, without pressure.
And I have to earn yours too. I was wrong to test you.
For the first time since the exposure, they looked at each other without anger. Chief Anukam watched them and saw something he had refused to see before. This was no longer just about family name or business connection. His daughter was choosing with her heart, but not foolishly. She was thinking. Bama took a small step forward.
So what do we do now?
We stop hiding.
No more lies?
No more lies.
I held her hand at the family parties. I smiled in every photograph. But I counted every compliment they gave her, and I wanted to break it in half.
So nobody will ask me for my opinion again?
Auntie, you have given enough opinion for 10 marriages.
Ogechi and Bama walked outside together, still holding hands. It was not a perfect ending yet. There was still shame, anger, and family talk to settle. But for the first time, they were walking as themselves, not Kiyoma and the security guard.
You were dressed in a borrowed life, and I was wearing a careful lie. Two strangers at the same table.
The next problem came quickly. Femi did not stop. When he heard that Bama had apologized and that Chief Anukam had listened, he became desperate. He had believed the shame would push Ogechi toward him. Instead, it had started bringing her and Bama closer. So he made one final mistake. He tried to move faster with his hidden plan. For months, Femi had been looking for a way into Chief Anukam's business. He had a friend who worked with one of Chief Anukam's junior finance officers. Through that friend, Femi had been asking questions about contracts, company accounts, and board decisions. He wanted to use marriage to Ogechi as a door into the family business. If he became Chief Anukam's son-in-law, he could reach money and power faster. But he did not know that 3 people were already watching him from different sides. Amaka was the first. She had not trusted Femi from the beginning. After the dinner incident, she spoke to Kemi again.
This is everything. He wanted to sabotage the business.
He had also told her that once Ogechi was disgraced, Chief Anukam would need a respectable man around her.
I didn't know about the business. I believe you. Copy everything here.
Musa was the second. After everything that happened, Musa became more alert. One afternoon, he saw Femi outside a small office building talking to a man he recognized from Chief Anukam's company. Femi gave the man an envelope. The man gave him a brown file. Musa recorded a short video from a distance. He did not know what was inside the file, but he knew the meeting was not clean. Yakubu was the third. Yakubu, the head security man at the hotel, had been suspicious from the night of the blind date. He remembered Kemi coming to ask strange questions. He also remembered Femi waiting outside with her after she collected something from one of the staff.
This kind of man smiles too much. Those ones are dangerous.
Pretending we knew who was who, but the part of you that laughed.
Amaka took the messages, Musa's video and Yakubu's footage to Ogechi. Ogechi felt cold as she watched everything.
This Femi is even worse than I thought. And this may not be all. We take it to Daddy. Father, the drive.
Proceed.
Here. Daddy, please look at these carefully.
Send Mr. Okafor to my study. Now. You did the right thing, my daughter.
Yes, Chief.
I want a full internal finance check. Every contract Femi has touched. Quietly. Today.
Okay, Chief.
By the next day, they found more. Femi had been trying to manipulate business documents through a junior staff member. He wanted early access to a private investment deal. He had also prepared false papers that would make it look as if Chief Anukam had approved a business move he knew nothing about. If the marriage had gone forward, Femi would have used the family connection to push the documents through.
So 8 unauthorized documents, 2 false approvals.
Chief Anukam sat in his office with the evidence in front of him, ashamed and angry. He had almost trusted the wrong man because the wrong man looked respectable. When Femi was called to the house,
Chief, good afternoon. You called for me, sir? Stand there, Femi. Wait.
Sir, this is a misunderstanding. People are trying to spoil my name because I care about Ogechi.
You never cared about me. You cared about what you could gain.
Ogechi, please, that is not true. Once I enter that family, I will have more access to the company. Her father trusts too easily when image is involved.
Chief, this footage is from our hotel cameras. The date is correct. It happened.
Sir, please. Let me explain everything.
I welcomed you into my house. You tried to use my daughter as a key to my business. Send the financial crimes officers in. They are waiting outside.
with the evidence against him, Femi was taken away for investigation. That was the last time Ogechi allowed him near her life. Later that evening, Chief Anukam asked Ogechi to sit with him privately.
Yes, Daddy.
Come and sit. My daughter, I owe you an apology.
Daddy.
No, let me speak. I thought I was protecting you. But sometimes I was only controlling you. When Femi came, I almost listened because he looked serious. I almost pushed you toward a man who wanted to use you.
I know you were trying to protect me. But protection without listening can feel like control.
You are right.
I love you.
The house I built had walls of pride, and I named it protection, and I lived inside. My daughter came to me.
Bama's parents also began to see things differently. Chief Nwosu was not happy with the shame the family had faced, but he could not deny that Bama and Ogechi had learned from it. Mrs. Nwosu was quieter than usual. One evening, she called Bama.
Yes, Mom.
Come and sit, my son. I judged that girl when I thought she was a cleaner. I was wrong. But she was not really a cleaner.
Mom, that is not the lesson. The lesson is that even if Chioma had truly been poor, she still deserved respect.
You are right. Boma, I'm sorry for not seeing your side.
I am glad you see that, Mom.
My dear son.
Mama.
My son came home with a cleaner girl, and I said,
After that, Ogechi and Bama decided to start again. No cleaner uniform, no security uniform, no family performance. They went on simple dates.
I keep wondering if anyone could love me without my surname. You did. That is rare.
And now I know your real name, and we are not the same as the two who said we are slower, we are home.
Thank you, Mom.
Not the dress, not
Thank you,
the
Mom.
name, not the address you gave, just a small, small thing you said when you thought.
This is better than any expensive restaurant, because I know you would still come if I had nothing.
And I know you would still come if I were the security guard, not the heir.
Was the part that was real. That was the part that was real.
I keep waiting for someone to want me only for what I can offer them.
And I keep waiting for someone to want the surname, not the man underneath it.
because the careful soft world doesn't get to write your story. The careful soft families don't get to choose your heart, and the careful soft ones.
Ogechi, this evening has been perfect.
It has. I wish you didn't have to go.
Pretended to be a poor cleaner, a billionaire son pretender. The careful soft Lagos hotel was the hardest love they had ever known. Where the careful real love begins.
One evening, Bama invited Ogechi on a simple date. There were no crowds, no family members, no show. He took her to the same roadside vendor where he had once bought her a drink when she was pretending to be Kiyoma. Ogechi looked around and smiled.
Ogechi, I met you when both of us were pretending, but I fell in love with a part of you that was real. Your kindness, your courage, your stubbornness, even though it gives me headaches sometimes. I don't want a perfect love. I want an honest one. I want to build a life where we don't have to test each other before we trust each other. I want you as you are, not as Chioma, not as Chief Anukam's daughter, just you. Will you marry me?
Yes, Boma.
And I thought love was a fortress, brick by careful brick, but it was a window, careful and quick. And I thought love was the answer I'd practice to say, but it was the question you asked me anyway.
No.
No more disguise.
No more testing.
No more disguise, no more testing. Just your hand inside my.
Soon after, they had their engagement party. This time, nobody forced them. Both families were present, but they were no longer controlling the decision. They came to support, not command. Chief Anukam watched Ogechi move around with a free smile on her face. For the first time in a long time, she did not look trapped inside her own life.
Congratulations, Ogechi and Bumas. You make a beautiful couple. To Buma and Ogechi, may your love shine as brightly as this gathering.
Musa was the happiest person in the room.
Nobody should forget that I was a billionaire's son for one day, even if it was by mistake.
Yakubu laughed and shook Bama's hand.
You were the most handsome fake security guard I have ever seen. I hope that is a compliment. It is. But don't come and collect my job again.
Mama Ngozi cried during the toast and said,
I knew it. I always knew that love would find its way. I always knew.
Everybody looked at her because they all knew she had caused half of the pressure. She wiped her eyes and said,
What, at least it won.
Kemi came to Ogechi quietly before the night ended. She looked different, softer, less proud.
I am sorry. I was hurt. I know. You are my family and you worked with an outsider against me. I know. I am ashamed. I forgive you. But you have to change. I will be.
And the smile that I wore
The wedding came later, simple but beautiful. Ogechi and Boma stood before their families, not as two people pushed together by business, but as two people who had chosen each other with open eyes.
We were never the names that we wore. We were always the ones underneath. No more disguise. No.
You were the cleaner, I was the guard. Two kingdoms with the gates locked hard. But the part of you I fell for first was the part that was thirsty.
Ogechi, I will be honest with you. I will listen to you, and I will choose you every day.
Boma, I will be honest with you. I will listen to you, and I will choose you every day.
Thing that makes the truth hide.
And I thought love was a contract signed and sealed, but it was a wound that finally healed. And I thought love was a mask we wore tight, but it was the lamp we lit through the night.
And the corn was roasting on a Lagos street. And you bent down on one knee. And I said yes before you finished asking.
There was no shame on either side. Only two families who had truly learned. And two people who had finally chosen each other with open eyes.
After the wedding, they did something that surprised many people. In both family companies, they launched a welfare and dignity program for workers who were often ignored. Cleaners, security guards, drivers, maids, office assistants, messengers, people who kept things running but were rarely treated with enough respect. Ogechi and Boma did not create it for show. They visited when they were free. They listened to complaints. They made sure workers had clear channels to report bullying or unpaid wages.
Madam, when we mop out the floor, some of them stagnate before it is dry. They don't say sorry.
Oga, sometimes our salaries are late. For many days, nobody tells us why.
That will not continue. I promise you. It stops this month.
Alhaji, I will go upstairs now. I will speak to every department head. By tomorrow, it stops.
Good afternoon, sir. How is your back today?
Madam, it is better. Since you sent the chair, it has been better.
Good. I am very glad to hear that, sir.
Oga Boma, when we wait for them outside, sometimes for 6 hours, they don't even greet us when they come.
Helen, I brought you Zobo. How is your son's school doing?
Oh, thank you, Ogechi. He's doing very well.
That is wonderful. Tell him I am very proud of him.
Ogechi never forgot the way staff spoke to her when they thought she was only a cleaner. Boma never forgot how people looked past him when they thought he was only security. They both learned that kindness means more when no one is watching. It is easy to respect someone in expensive clothes. It is easy to smile at someone with power. But true character shows in how people treat those who cannot reward them, promote them, or defend themselves loudly.
And the years passed, not in dramatic chapters, but in quiet evenings, the kind of quiet they had earned.
I met you in a borrowed name, wearing someone else's careful frame. You looked at me, I looked at you. Neither of us said what was true.
I knew the moment I turned away that something honest had passed today. A face I had built for the world, slipping like silk that would never unfurl.
And I thought love was a fortress, brick by careful brick, but it was a window, careful and quick. And I thought love was the answer I practiced to say, but it was the question.
Their love began in disguise, but it survived because they finally chose honesty.